It's now time. The moment that everyone out there has been waiting for.
Yeah.
Me and you rank our top 5 best NBA jerseys of all time.
I actually did 7.
He did 7. He had 2 honorable mentions that I actually agree with. Some of those jerseys are actually pretty nice. But I will start with my top 5 first. I think this is pretty good. I don't think there's going to be a lot of debate maybe about the placement, but the jerseys themselves, I don't think there's going to be a lot of debate amongst the viewers out there. But let's get into the first one. So number 5, I have the Los Angeles Lakers jersey from 1978 to 1999. The Lakers have had basically the same jersey for the entire history, just with little, changes. The 60s jerseys, the blue and the white, those were beautiful jerseys. That's the only major difference that the Lakers had within their jerseys. But this one is a little bit different than the modern day one, strictly because of that white displacement, the white drop shadow that they have. I think it works out pretty well. You got Magic Johnson showing it off. I think that's an absolutely beautiful jersey, and that is my number 5 spot. It's a classic. These are all classics. 1978 to 1999. That's basically, you had Magic. You had James Worthy. I think Wilt was even a part of that squad as well. So, I mean, this is like historical. This is a classic jersey. And I think we both have classic jerseys in our top 5, or in yours is a top 7. You need to have
yellow and purple.
Yeah,
yellow and purple.
You need to have a classic jersey in your top 5, I believe. But yellow and purple
you don't
looks
see
beautiful.
that go together very well. It goes well in there, nicely in there.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Let's go with my number 4 spot. I got the 1997 to 2009 76ers. Now, the logo is beautiful. The jersey is also beautiful. The black, the gold, the red, the Sixers, the word logo, the font, everything works out beautiful. I mean, these Sixers back then with AI going up against Kobe in the finals, that was a great finals. It's just the 76ers were just undermanned. The Lakers were way too good. Shaq and Kobe, unstoppable the Lakers were in the late 1990s and early 2000s. But
Larry Brown was the coach then. He had a great defense. They played very good defense on the Sixers.
Yeah, no, I mean, the Sixers were dominant in that AI era. But like this jersey, this combination works absolutely beautiful. Some of you might have it, higher up there, but I think it has to be, somewhere at least in the top 10 if it's not in your top 5. Number 3. I remember using this jersey when I used to play 2K when I was the Miami Heat, because the Miami Heat were the best team in the NBA. And I always loved this jersey. It's not only this style of jersey, but it's the black. I'll just show it to you. This is the 1988 to 1999 Miami Heat. It's not only the white; it could also be the red and the black, or the black and the and the red. Those work beautifully. I just think this jersey works out phenomenally. You had this is the Heat's like beginning right here. This was when the Heat and the Knicks were going at it, and then
off the tee. It's always been one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I actually miss this jersey a lot because, first of all, the logo, again, I think this could also be a combination of jerseys and logos, because all these are like vintage logos as well that were actually pretty good. I mean, the Lakers, their logo has been the same basically for like ever. But like all these logos as well, they're absolutely stunning. And all this old Heat, the one where it's, a gradient from orange to red, I just think this works out beautifully. I mean, just look at that jersey. It's absolutely stunning. Now, once again, it doesn't only need to be the white and the red. It could be the red and the black, or the black and the red. But that style of jersey, the vintage Heat, I got to give it to him. That's my number 3 spot. My number 2 spot is the purple Raptors.
Oh, wow.
This is a beautiful jersey. This is also a vintage logo. I actually miss this jersey a lot. This is when the Raptors, they got Vince Carter.
Tracy
McGrady. They won a slam dunk. Vince Carter won a slam dunk contest in that jersey. It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful jersey. And once again, the logo is insane. This is not only going to be a combination of best jerseys in the NBA. This could also be the best.
A T-Rex dribbling a basketball.
Well, it's a Raptor.
Oh,
it's a Velociraptor.
Yeah, it looks okay. That's smaller than a T-Rex.
It's the Raptors and ain't the T-Rexes. So that's my number 2 spot. And to wrap up my number 1 spot, and I actually meant to bring a prop down. I got the early 2000s Warriors, specifically that white jersey. Now I have the blue and orange jersey, but that white jersey in particular. Steph Curry got drafted in this jersey. This was like the Baron Davis and it was Jason Richardson. He was in this jersey. The early 2000s Warriors. in this jersey. That logo, I don't quite understand. That looks more like a bootleg Flash than a Warrior, but I don't get that logo at all. But I just think the way that the Warriors jersey works, the Warriors going from the big W to the small S, the font, the color scheme, this is a completely different color scheme than they use today. This was like a dark blue, a strange orange, and then I guess the yellow may or may not be the same, or I guess you could call that another version orange, but this is a different jersey than they have now, completely different jersey, completely different color scheme, and a completely different logo. I'm going to be thinking about that. That's like a bootleg Flash logo. I don't understand that logo whatsoever, because that doesn't look like I don't know. Someone in the comments will probably tell me. Also, a lightning bolt. They had a lightning bolt on their jersey, on the logo as well. So, yeah, those are my top 5 jerseys. And then
very nice.
I really, really like this list.
Yeah, it's a very good list.
I don't think there's going to be much disagreement. Probably
we'll
about,
see what mine are.
Oh, yeah. You're 7.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into your 7. So you have 2 honorable mentions.
Yeah.
So let's go with your.
There's so many nice ones. It's hard for me to cut it down to 5. So I do have 2 extras here. My number 7 jersey would be the 1982 to 1993 Nuggets. I love the colors in there. I like the Rocky Mountains in there with kind of a high-tech look on the mountains, and I like Dikembe Mutombo in that uniform. He looks good, and the 55 up there in the corner, and looks very nice. And the gold piping around the arms and the neck makes for a beautiful jersey, and very colorful with the Nuggets lettering down there around the stomach, and the NBA logo over there on the left hand actually lapel. I think it's a very nice jersey. Yeah. My number 6 jersey would be the Bulls 1985 to present jersey, and the one I picked especially was Michael Jordan wearing number 45, which is kind of a rare jersey. He didn't wear it very long. He wore it when he first came back from his hiatus when he went to play baseball. He wore it for a little while, and then one night he came out with just his warm-up jersey, with his warm-up jacket over it. He warmed up, and then when they started the game, he ripped it open, and he had number 23 on. But I love this jersey, the red lettering on the white uniform and the red piping. Very nice look, and worn by the greatest player of all time.
I will say this. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna give you a little trivia fact. So Michael Jordan wore 45, right? We also know he wore 23. There was one more number he wore.
In basketball?
In basketball, there was one more number he wore.
I didn't know that.
Can you tell me what number it is? I'll give you a hint. It's below both of the prior numbers. 23 and 45, it's below that.
When he played for the Bulls?
When he played for the Bulls in 1990.
His first year, or?
Well, it's 1990, so no, it's not his first year.
Oh. I didn't know I never knew he wore other than 23 or 45.
On Valentine's Day in 1990. Do you remember what number it is now?
14.
Close.
Well,
12.
Valentine's Day is 14.
12.
Why would it be 12?
His jersey got stolen before the game. He had to wear number 12.
Just one game, he wore number 12.
One game, he wore number 12.
Do they have a picture of it?
I don't know if I can't bring it up, but I'll show you sometime later in the show. But I just thought, a little trivia there. So for all you out there as well.
I didn't know that. I never knew that. Okay, now let's get into my top 5. Number 5 would be the jersey that you picked.
Yeah.
The Sixers jersey, and I like it for all the same reasons that you mentioned. I love the basketball with the trailing, looks like a swoosh, trailing the basketball. I love the star on the eye for the Sixers. I think that looks great. I like the red piping around the arms and the neck. And I like Allen Iverson. I think he wore that uniform well, and number 3 looks very good on it. So I think that's one of the better uniforms of all time. Yeah. Next, number 4. Number 4 would be the Hawks. This is kind of a unique uniform with the hawk spreading its wings, gripping a basketball. And again, we've got Dikembe Mutombo wearing it. He went to play for the Hawks, part of his career. I would have liked to seen Wilkins with that uniform on. He he wore it very well too. And I actually went to a Knicks game where I sat right near courtside where Wilkins was playing, and Dominique had a great game, and he had that uniform on. So it was a beautiful uniform, and he played very well in that uniform. So that's a good one. Yeah. Next, number 3 would be the Nets, and here we have Dr. J wearing the uniform beautifully. I love the patriotic aspect to this uniform with the red, white, and blue, and the stars on the side of the uniform. The simple number with no piping around it, and true for the Nets name. The red stripe down the side there, it gives it more of a patriotic feel. I think that's a great jersey, and Dr. J played very well in that jersey. Number 2 would be the San Francisco Warriors, or the Golden State Warriors now. Back then, I believe they were called the San Francisco Warriors. And we have Steph Curry wearing it, but this jersey is one of their first ones, right? 1966 to 71. I love the city font there. It's really cool. I like the piping around it. I love the Golden Gate Bridge there underneath the number, and the circle with the number in it. That's a uniform that they still, the different takes on it today, right? And it still looks great. Timeless beauty in that uniform.
That is their third jersey since the start. 1960.
Just only the third jersey.
Yeah, that was the third jersey. It also had like the caboose on the back, if you remember that. We have those jerseys. It has like that, or I guess it would it be a tram?
Yeah,
tram
it's a tram.
car? Tram car?
Tram car.
Just want to make sure I got that right.
And number 1. You might have guessed it. The Celtics uniform with Larry Bird wearing it, right?
I was deciding between Bill Russell and Larry. I couldn't get a good picture of Bill Russell.
Yeah. The leprechaun, right? The green, the Irish, Boston, 1970 to present. This uniform has been around a long time. Very simple. No piping around the numbers or the letters. A green stripe in between white piping around the neck and the shoulders there. Just a basic green uniform. I think it's timeless, and it represents the tradition of the Celtics very well, and their great record of winning so many championships early on, and being very competitive in most years. I personally think the greatest franchise in NBA history. And those are my top 5 with 2 honorable mentions, Nate.
Well, you would basically be right. It would be a tie if you're talking about the most winningest franchise between the Celtics and the Lakers.
But the Lakers are not. That was not their original home. That's why I give the Celtics a edge up on the Lakers, and I love the Celtics a lot more than the Lakers. But the Celtics, they started in Boston, right? The Lakers are a Minnesota team. How would you name a Los Angeles team the Lakers? There's no lakes around there.
They got a big ocean.
Big ocean. They should call them the Pacifics or something.
The Los Angeles Pacifics.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, that would be bad.
Yeah, they call them the Lakers. There's no lakes in Los Angeles. Why are they called the Lakers?
At least no amazing lakes. I will say this, though. Since the start of when the Celtics were, which was 1946 to 47, they have retained the same name since 46-47.
That's a great name, Celtics.
I'm looking up the Lakers right now. The Lakers throughout their career, they got founded in 48 to 49. They went to Minneapolis, then they went to Los Angeles. So they started in Minneapolis back in 48 to 49, and that lasted until 59 to 60. And in 60 to 61, they became the Los Angeles Lakers. So there you go. There's a little history lesson right there. 46-47, the Celtics, Boston. That was their city since near what are we nearing now? 90 or 80 years now coming up too soon? 80 years of Celtics?
Yeah.
So there you go. Those were our top 5 jerseys, or you had a top 7. You had a top 5, but 2 honorable mentions. I want to go back to your list real quick. That Hawks jersey, that is a beautiful jersey.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I didn't even realize the Hawks, like, obviously, I knew the classic Hawks jersey. I've never seen that before in my lifetime.
You know what? With
not 2K, not nothing.
Mutombo wearing it, right? And the Denver uniform, the 55 was in the same spot, right?
Yeah, I was thinking that when I saw it. Yeah, I was thinking that.
So it's a little interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the players wearing these uniforms in these pictures are all Hall of Fame players.
Yeah.
Right? So
hey,
it's great.
I want to go back because I do want to see that Nuggets one. That Nuggets one is very nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
That logo is like the Technic theme for the logo. And
that goes back to 1982.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I mean, hey, this is not only a story about, jerseys. This is also a story about, like I said, logos. I mean, the logos in each of these, I mean, you have the classics like the Lakers and the Celtics and even the Bulls. But we're talking about some really cool logos. The Heat logo, the 76ers logo, the Nuggets logo. The old New Jersey Nets logo as well. Let's bring that up. Look at that old New Jersey Nets one.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, truthfully, I grew up with like that like sort of shield looking New Jersey Nets. So that's the one that I miss the most. And then you also have like the weird, you can't even see it because of the graphic, but the very simplistic version, you actually see it on Curry's jersey. The simplistic Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
It's not like coming from the side and you have like a little corner of the logo. It's just, a simple, very, very simplistic logo. That's what the old times were. Just very, very simplistic. The Hawks logo. That's a pretty cool Hawks logo. I'm not even going to lie. Like the Hawks logo now is just a circle, a little bit of a hawk. There was another rendition. The next version was the blue, the red gripping a basketball, the more modern version. But this vintage one is pretty cool. And that jersey, you don't see jerseys like this really anymore. Like the Hawks jersey, I don't think you'll ever see another jersey that cool like that. I think the Nuggets get close. The Nuggets do get close with their jersey. But you're not really seeing anything like this today.
Well, nowadays, the marketing is such, they want you to buy multiple jerseys of the same team. So they have different versions of it. They use different colors. They have different schemes on the lettering and as such to try to interest people to buy more than one jersey of the same team. And I guess that's okay. But I think generally the traditional uniform for the teams that have been around for many, many years, their early jerseys to me are the best.
Yeah, no. I agree. We each had, vintage classic jerseys and logos.
Yeah.
I had the Lakers at 5. You have the Celtics at 1.
I'm sure you'll put this out there as a clip. We'll see what other people think with their... oh,
absolutely.
Let us know what you think. What are the best uniforms of all time?
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, if you want to check out the full episode, make sure you click the I in the top right-hand corner right now. If you want to listen to this show anywhere you go, make sure you go to anchor.fm/The Harvey Hour or anywhere you get your podcasts.